In Hebrews chapter 9, the author of Hebrews is describing the tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant. And what's so fascinating is in verse 23, it talks about how the Ark of the Covenant and the tabernacle were symbolic. They're not the real thing, but God had the Jewish people establish and build this as a replica in this world. So when we take this concept and think about the Lord God trying to teach us about something from a world we cannot see, he gives us this as an illustration that you have the holy place and the most holy place in which only the high priest could go into. And what's so fascinating is this correlation that we see. It's no longer about animal sacrifices or the blood of bulls and goats and things like that, but we see that it was Jesus's life that was a sacrifice to make us whole in the presence of God. And I think it's so neat to consider this concept, because there's been times for me when I'm trying to teach my kids about certain things, and as a way to illustrate something, I'll build a small example or I'll make a model to illustrate it. And so the tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant were a model, and the Lord established these Jewish ways to teach us about something in the world that we cannot see. And so at the end of the day, when we understand that there are facets of eternity that we simply cannot grasp fully, but the Lord in his grace has revealed to us a prototype here on earth through the Jewish people as instructed to Moses. What a blessing it is that God is trying to teach us about him, and God is trying to teach us about an unseen world that we cannot fathom. And so as we consider this concept that Jesus is the high priest, he's the only one who could go into the most holy place and be a sufficient sacrifice. It was all pointing to Jesus all along. And what a blessing it is to know that God is for us and demonstrating his mercy, that while we were sinners, Christ died for us. May the Lord bless you and keep you.